Yes. Okay, great. It's so lovely to see everybody. It's been ages, right? When we last met and how times have changed. So I hope everybody has been keeping very well and working very creatively despite the situation. And now we're delighted to start off with the Art Bites. The idea is to spotlight each member. We have mainly, artists, and we have collectors, and we essentially have art lovers. So that's the idea, that we want to know how everybody's journey has been with regards to art. So also we've tried to make it into a 30-minute program so that it's not too much of a stress for anybody. Right now, we're working with the free Zoom link, which is personal. So it's anyways going to shut off in 40 minutes. So in case we are in the middle of something, please log back, right, immediately, and we can then continue. Um, Right now, the idea is to have it alphabetically, but we are always happy to accommodate any reasonable requests that are there. If anybody wants to go in later or somebody wants to come back, the iPhone is still struggling here. Anyways, so also what we are very keen is to grow in our, the community that we have right now. So at the moment, we have 48 members. I'm really looking at doubling this in the next 4 months. So everyone bring in 2 of your friends, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So everyone can do it, and let's get down to it very soon. Then before we start off, Jyoti Gupta, she's the new vice chair now. So very warm
Hi,
welcome to Jyoti. Thank you so
thank you
much,
so much,
Jyoti.
Nalini.
And Shraddha, we want to thank. I don't think she's been able to join yet, but Shraddha has been the vice chair almost from the inception, and she's been a great help, of course. So we'd like to thank Shraddha for her contribution. And it's over to Jyoti now to introduce Anjana. We're very grateful to Anjana for being the first speaker and starting off Art Bites. So she will have approximately 15 minutes to speak, and then we can have audience engagement, interactions, and let's just chat. I mean, if you have a cup of tea or coffee, that would be even better. So over to you, Jyoti, to introduce Anjana.
Thank you so much, Nalini. Hi, everyone. Our speaker for today is Anjana Chanda, who is a poet, performer, and a contemporary artist. She has done many solo shows and written poetry books and performed several monologues. She has been chosen for the Artist Initiative by SGMA Foundation, featuring her on Google Art and Culture page. Over to you, Anjana. Sorry. Your painting on the background is looking lovely.
थैंक यू सो मच ज्योति, थैंक यू सो मच नलिनी। और स्कूल के दिनों से मुझे आदत है कि ए होने के कारण हर चीज में मुझे पहले भेज दिया जाता था। तो द स्टोरी कंटिन्यूज। फासलों की जुबान हम समझते ही नहीं, जो हमें महसूस कर ले हम उसी के पास हैं। तो बस आज वर्चुअली ही सही मैं आप सबको महसूस कर रही हूँ, तो मेरी तरफ से एक वर्चुअल हग। जहां तक मुझे आर्ट पागलपन की मेमोरी है, so I remember I was very small and I literally painted button roses on my father's branded shirt in between.
Anjana, just 1 second. I'm going to just request everybody to please mute your, yourselves, because there is a lot of background noise and we're not able to hear Anju. Thank you so much. If you could just mute yourself, everyone, please. Yes, over to you, Anjana.
Thank you, Nalini. So I was saying कि my earliest memory of art pagalpan is when I was very young and I had literally painted button roses on my father's branded shirt without asking him. So creative inclination was always there, but in my family and even in my head, art could have been a hobby, but not a full-time career profession. वैसा तो कल्पना में भी नहीं था दूर दूर तक. So since I was good at drawing, I did my BTech in house and interior design, which gave me opportunity, you know, to explore my creative instinct. I practiced interior for quite some time, and I started, after I was confident, I started doing freelancing. But kahin na kahin andar se, I always used to feel ki I want to dedicate more time to art, which was getting pushed only to weekend because of busy schedules and sites and all those things. So एक शाम literally मेरे life में ऐसी आई कि that project was getting over, and I declared that from tomorrow I don't want to go to any site or continue this. रात में मैं बहुत ऐसे churning के साथ सोई, पर जब सुबह उठी तो मुझे अभी भी याद है, I was so happy and I got up thinking कि now I can be full-time artist. वो happiness मेरी मतलब मैं describe नहीं कर सकती words में. So that is one leap of faith I took from a lucrative career to art, knowing very well that it's not going to be an easy journey because I'm not a trained artist. I've never taken any training regarding art or any, even a simple drawing class I never went to. So एक बहुत difficult decision था, पर बहुत खुश होकर लिया मैंने. So I had my solo shows, which was first one was Eloquence of Soul, soul ki bhasha. So literally for the first time I felt I've heard what my soul was saying, and I've gone into art. So I painted with theme of Buddha from outside and Krishna from inside. So I realized that my style is abstraction in my approach. मेरी paintings figurative हो सकती है, पर मेरा approach abstract होता है. I try to push the emotional boundaries. I try to question my own belief system. From Eloquence of Soul, I went to Tapestry of Silence, and I still remember one very funny incident. You know, when I was going for my exhibition and all the paintings were displayed, there were 25 paintings. So my domestic help, Chandni, told me, she pointed towards one of the paintings and said, "Ki bhabhi, sabse pehle ye painting dikhega." So I laughed because the person who was mentoring, the curator, he had told me something else. So I thought ye aise hi bol rahi hai. But believe me, when I went for exhibition, the very first day, that was the painting, the one she pointed out, that got sold, and later that got many views. So that taught me a lesson कि art में हमारा 1+1=2 या कोई हमें बता नहीं सकता कि ये ऐसा ही होगा, यही अच्छा लगेगा सबको, because everybody has a very unique way of looking at art. It will depend on what is going inside them. So that released me of this pressure and fear of understanding कि क्या बिकेगा, कैसा चलेगा, and I became more relaxed in my approach to art. उसके बाद ये सब चल ही रहा था कि then I started with my poetry. I used to write poetry as a young girl, but I never did any directive writing. Again, something which I have never taken any training for. I have studied Hindi only till 10th standard. So poetry जब मैंने लिखना शुरू किया और मुझे realize हुआ कि poetry और painting में मेरी कितनी similarity है, because poetry में they say bhav, emotions, the feelings which you want to express are most important. Grammar and other technicalities take a back seat at times. First thing is you should have something very concrete bhav ke form mein to express. So that same thing I applied in my paintings also कि technicality सीखी जा सकती है, पर ये जो emotional अप्रोच है ये शायद अपने आप से ही आ सकता है, या आपको कोई नहीं सिखा सकता. So then I came with my first poetry book, which is Man Ke. This is my own painting on the cover page, and this entire poetry book is handwritten with sketches, my own sketches on each page. As an artist, you will agree with me that whenever we are speaking over phone or even thinking something, one hand is continuously doodling. So I feel this doodling, what I did on various pages while thinking, was in fact my restlessness. So that I converted in Man Ke, and I felt so happy कि वो जो पोएट्री है उसके साथ जो स्केच है, दैट इज नॉट अ प्लान स्केच. वो पोएट्री लिखते लिखते वो लाइन के साथ आ जाता है. सो इट इज लिटरली माय ओन पर्सनल डायरी विच गॉट पब्लिश्ड. और ये करते करते मुझे समझ में आया कि कितने लेयर्स हो सकते हैं आर्ट में. यू नो, इवन इन माय पोएट्री आई ऑलवेज से जो मैं हूं वो मैं नहीं हूं. तो पेंटिंग में भी मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि आई प्रिफर टू पेंट इन लेयर्स. You know, all of you who are associated with art know this golden rule of painting, you know, which says ki when you paint in layer, you don't add a new layer to hide mistake of the previous layer. You always add a new layer, facilitating that new layer you approach the previous layer. So previous layer is there to enhance the new layer. So that approach, इसीलिए मुझे लगता है ये सब चीजें इतनी आपस में जुड़ी हुई है. एंड दैट वाज द टाइम आई डिड अ स्पिरिचुअल कोर्स, एंड माय मेंटर फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम टोल्ड मी दैट आई लुक गुड व्हेन आई स्टैंड एंड स्पीक. he said कि you are made for expression, so please आप किसी भी फॉर्म में अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करती रहो. एंड दैट इज व्हेन आई रियलाइज कि कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है अपने आप को फ्लो होने देना. बिकॉज जब आप बहुत टेक्निक से चलते हो तो आपको पता है कि आप पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी जा रहे हो, पर कभी कभी जब अपने हाथ पैर आप छोड़ देते हो, सो यू डोंट नो वेयर यू आर गोइंग टू लैंड. एक ऐसी जगह जो थी पर शायद आपको पता नहीं थी. तो आई जस्ट लेट माई सेल्फ फ्लो, एंड ऐसा होते होते कुछ कुछ होते गया मेरी लाइफ में. आई रोट small poetry on child sexual abuse, which is called Ittusi, and one more form of art got associated with it. We converted it into a Kathak dance, and it was performed at prestigious Khajuraho Dance Festival. So also I made a painting which was titled Ittusi because this girl name, she's 5-year-old, her name is Titli. So in my painting, Titli and that little Ittusi ladki is there, and all the hands touching her. मेरे लिए मतलब ये सेपरेट मीडियम नहीं है. वो पता नहीं वो लाइन कब डिसॉल्व हो गई कि लिखना, पेंट करना, ये सब मतलब एक ही बात हो गई. मैं इसीलिए हमेशा कहती हूँ कि मैं आर्टिस्ट हूँ, इसलिए मैं रंगों में सोचती हूँ. So even yesterday for our Sahitik Sanstha, when I had to write a poem on Holi, I wrote, like I traced a girl's life's journey through various colors. All the colors in her life depict one adhyay of her life. So painting, poetry, ये दोनों मेरे लिए बहुत similar सा ये रहा. और मुझे लगता है कि जो भी अपने आर्ट को truly dedicated है, वो बाय डिफॉल्ट एक्टिविस्ट होता है. आपको बनने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप किसी भी कॉज से आपको जाकर अटैच होने की जरूरत नहीं है. वो आपके अंदर वो चर्निंग होते रहती है इफ यू आर ट्रू टू योर आर्ट, विच एवर आर्ट यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग. सो एक बार ऐसे ही फ्लो में पढ़ते पढ़ते आई रेड अबाउट कैकई. दिनकर जी जोशी की गुजराती आर्टिकल पढ़ा, और मैंने सोचा कि ऐसा तो मैंने कभी कैकई के बारे में सोचा ही नहीं. द कैकई आई न्यू वाज व्हाट एवरीबॉडी न्यू, रामायण में बहुत बुरी औरत. उसके present this monodrama monologue of कैकई. मैंने सोचा एक दो शोज होंगे शायद इसके, साउथ में इतना हिंदी कौन सुनेगा 1 घंटे का, 45 minutes का. So I prepared कैकई and I presented it. I visualized it in some way. I got a throne जो शादी में दूल्हा दुल्हन के लिए यूज होता है, वो एक दूल्हे का या दुल्हन का थ्रोन मैं लेकर आ गई और उस पर बैठकर, बिकॉज आई थिंक इवन इफ शी इज सैड, इवन इफ शी इज अ विडो, शी इज अ रॉयल पावरफुल कैकई. एंड जितना मैं उनके बारे में पढ़ती गई उतना मैं उनसे और इम्प्रेस होती गई. सो दैट मोनोलॉग taught me to look at people in more human way rather than being judgmental about right and wrong. Right and wrong is after all a perspective, and perspectives change with situations. So कैकई जब मैंने परफॉर्म किया तो कहीं से ऐसा हुआ कि मिसेस मैनी ने, मिस्टर और मिसेस मैनी ने ये कैकई का शो देखा, सीनियर ने, और उन्होंने जाकर इसका जिक्र किया. And Gitanjali Maini of Gallery G, she is also heading Raja Ravi Verma Foundation. So she approached me and she asked me ki Raja Ravi Verma has painted all the Panchakanyas like Ahilya, Draupadi, Kunti, Tara, Mandodari, and he has done lot of paintings on all these characters. So she said ki will you be happy to perform Mandodari's character? बैकग्राउंड में राजा रवि वर्मा की मंदोदरी रहेगी. तो ये तो जैसे आपको कोई कुछ पूछ रहा है और आप सोच रहे हो कि ये सच भी है या मेरे कान बज रहे हैं. So though I didn't know anything about मंदोदरी, कैकई I knew so much and it was दिनकर जी स्क्रिप्ट, तो मुझे ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ी. पर मंदोदरी I didn't know anything. So that was the first time I learned how to research on these characters. And I got a chance to speak to Mridula Sinha, who is no more. She was governor of Goa that time. And she happily shared her insight on Mandodari with me, guided me. And I thoroughly enjoyed presenting Mandodari with Raja Ravi Verma's Mandodari watching me from behind. And that was a very, what I should say, it was a surreal experience. I cannot forget it.
Interrupt you, Anjana. Yes. I would like to see a little part of Mandodari or कैकई.
Yeah,
I'm coming to that. It will be interesting to see.
Yes, I will do that. So मैं चूंकि अभी ज्योति ने रिक्वेस्ट की है तो मैं स्ट्रेट कैकई की एक शुरुआत आपको बताती हूँ कि बहुत से लोगों ने यहाँ पे कैकई देखा है, पर जिन्होंने नहीं देखा है. मैं कैकई. कैकई नरेश राजा अश्वपति की पुत्री, अयोध्या के महाराज दशरथ की कनिष्ठ धर्मपत्नी और राजकुमार भरत की जननी. सच कहूं तो मेरा इतना लंबा परिचय व्यर्थ है. मेरे नाम का मोल ही क्या है. मेरा नाम तो राम कथा की पवित्र सरयू नदी में एक कलंकित काई की तरह है. आपने अपने सगे संबंधी स्वजनों में कौशल्या, सुमित्रा, ये नाम अवश्य सुने होंगे. सुने हैं ना? पर क्या कभी किसी स्त्री का नाम कैकई? क्योंकि कैकई ये नाम सुनते ही आपके चित्त में एक ऐसा स्वरूप पैदा होता है, एक ऐसी बुरी औरत का चित्र जिसने अपने स्वार्थ के लिए अपने ही घर को तहस नहस कर दिया, जिसके कारण महाराज दशरथ की मृत्यु हुई. राजा बनने के बदले राम को अरण्यवासी बनना पड़ा, जहां सीता का अपहरण हुआ और उसे वापस लाने में जो युद्ध हुआ उसमें हजारों लाखों लोगों का संहार हुआ. और इन सभी करुणांतिकाओं के लिए ये कैकई और केवल कैकई जवाबदार है, ऐसा आप मानते हैं. और ऐसा आप मानते हैं, इसमें आपकी कोई गलती नहीं है. आज हजारों वर्षों से कथाकारों और ग्रंथकारों ने आपसे यही बात तो की है ना. So this is how I begin my Kaikai. Kaikai,
Beautiful.
Mandodari,
Don't stop.
Draupadi, और
It was
अभी recently मैंने अहिल्या किया because I was engaged for Panchakanya. So Ahilya is my third character in Panchakanya. So sorry, just to give you an idea कि artistic approach किसी चीज को लेकर कैसे होता है. So जब मुझे prepare करना होता है, एक visual मेरे आंखों के आगे चलता रहता है because it has to be 1 hour long script. What you saw was 1 minute, and we have 1 hour long script which has to be presented without any break. मतलब आपको पूरा याद करना है. तो सबसे पहले जब उसकी रिसर्च होती है, I will tell you, for Ahilya, I had about 135 full-scape sheets of paper after doing all the research and speaking to so many people and finding out about Ahilya, because I have to make it relevant to today's times. I don't want to just repeat the Ahilya you all know, कि वो पत्थर बन गई और बाद में राम के चरण स्पर्श से जीवित स्त्री बन गई. तो आपके लाइफ में उससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? But I related Ahilya to present day, जो भी हमारे आसपास हो रहा है, रिलेशनशिप में हो रहा है. So it is about पति पत्नी का रिलेशन. उसके लिए first I have to imagine even the look of Ahilya. तो मैंने सोचा कि ये अहिल्या कैसी दिखेगी. अधिकतर हमने अहिल्या को ऑफ वाइट साड़ी और तुलसी माला में देखा है. तो the Ahilya which I imagine is a very empowered Ahilya. Though she's a Rishi Patni, she's very empowered, she's very strong. So जैसे rock और mud, इन दोनों को मिक्स करने से जो कलर आता है, मैंने डायर को लिटरली यही कहा, रॉक और मड को मिक्स करने से जो कलर आता है ना भैया, वो कलर चाहिए. सो वो मेरा मुंह देख रहा था कि ये कौन सी कलर की साड़ी पहनने वाली है. फिर उसके लिए मुझे सिल्वर चाहिए बिकॉज सिल्वर इज इट रिप्रेजेंट्स प्योरिटी. सो दैट इज हाउ आई डिजाइन द लुक, keeping in mind my artistic imagination also. फिर stage कैसा होगा, because there is no sound in form of music, there is no background score, nothing. It's just purely my voice and audience and Ahilya dressed up as Ahilya or whatever character I'm playing. So ये जो interaction होता है उस समय आप भूल जाना चाहिए कि ये अंजना है. You should just connect to Ahilya. So the whole background, जैसे अहिल्या में because I have related her to a bamboo, empty bamboo. मैंने कहा है कि बांस खोखला नहीं होता है, खाली होता है. खोखला होना और खाली होने में बहुत फर्क होता है. It is not खोखला. So वो बांस बैम्बू से रिलेट किया, इसलिए तो पूरा बैकग्राउंड इज बैम्बू का जंगल. And this time when I got a chance to perform Ahilya, it was with all the masters surrounding me, Gemini Roy, all the Ravi Verma originals. So it was a very, very different feeling. ऐसा लगा कि डरने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं है. Art या any form of art, I would say, अगर मैं कर सकती हूँ without any training, मैंने थिएटर में या किसी voice modulation class, मैंने कभी कुछ नहीं अटेंड किया है. Purely I'm running on this petrol called passion. तो अगर मैं कर सकती हूँ तो कोई भी कर सकता है. मुझे बस लगता है कि हम अपने आप को restrict ना, आर्टिस्ट हूँ ये मेरा स्टाइल है बस. I don't think that is needed. Like we can keep on exploring, and being an artist is an attitude. It is not some job you are doing, it's an attitude. So you can carry it in whatever you are doing, you know. So जैसे कि ये सारे मोनोलॉग्स की जब प्रिपरेशन होती है तो एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो उसमें मैं फॉलो करती हूँ वो फिलॉसफी है, एक चाइनीज फिलॉसफी है, कंट्रोल्ड एक्सीडेंट. मतलब एक पॉइंट तक आप कंट्रोल कीजिए कि ये ऐसा होना चाहिए, ये कैरेक्टर ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए। या पेंट भी करते हैं तो मैं एक पॉइंट तक उस पर अपना जोर चलाती हूँ और उसके बाद आप उसको अपने आप ग्रो होने के लिए छोड़ देते हैं. So there actually are times when you feel that your canvas is looking at you. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सामने से अहिल्या मुझे देख रही है और वो मुझे पूछ रही है कि तुम पत्थर बन जाओगी तो तुम क्या करोगी अंजना. मतलब ऐसा ऐसा पागलपन मैंने महसूस किया है. एंड आई एम श्योर एज एन आर्टिस्ट आप में से बहुत लोग इन चीजों से गुजरते होंगे. और इसी इसी तरह की बातों से मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं ऐसा आर्ट प्रेजेंट करूं जो वैन गो ने कहा है वो बहुत बहुत मेरे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है. एंड आई written it in bold letters and kept it in my studio कि art should disturb the comforted and comfort the disturbed. So that is what I want to follow through these monologues, poetry, painting. किसी को देख के अच्छा लगेगा और जिसको अच्छा लग रहा है वो थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब भी होगा by the causes which we are taking. And एक important chapter मेरे लाइफ का था जब मैं मतलब लुनिया खेड़ी गई टू स्टे विथ अ कबीर सिंगर. यही वो फ्लो में ये सब लाइफ में साइमल्टेनियसली हो रहा था. ही इज पद्मश्री प्रहलाद जी टिपनिया who is like known all over the world. He's called to Stanford and so many universities. So I stayed with him for 5 days and that is when I got closer to Kabir. And right now I'm ready with my next collection which is on Kabir ke dohe. All the paintings are based on Kabir ke dohe. So मुझे लगता है आर्ट जो हम प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं if it is parallel to whatever is going on in your life, in your belief system, in your spiritual world, so there is no conflict there. There's no conflict. जो है वो बस एक्सप्रेस हो रहा है. मुझे नहीं पता मैंने कितना बोला. हो गया टाइम?
No, thank you so much, Anjana. But we want people, if you want to ask some questions from Anjana, please feel free. Do you have any questions regarding her art or how
we
she's
don't mind
performed?
hearing some more, so Anjana.
So we have I think around 4 minutes left, so we're just trying to figure out if the same link continues to be active.
Yes.
Or
yes, it will be. No, we just have join in again.
Okay, fine. We'll try that. Otherwise, I will send out a new link if it doesn't work.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It should work.
I want to say something, can I?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. I was mesmerized listening to Anjana. I'm not an artist. I don't paint. I do dabble in some kind of tukbandi, which, I call poetry, but I'm not really an artist. But an artist friend of mine once told me, Bridge, there is a commonality between an artist and a connoisseur. So I think you are an artist. I said, how come I'm an artist? I'm not an artist. He says, no, that when an art appeals to you, that means there is a connect between you and the artist. The artist is expressing something and you are appreciating. So somewhere you are on the same page or on the same wavelength. But now today, listening to Anjana, I always thought I know Anjana very well, very closely. When I was listening to her and to her journey to be an artist and how she beautifully depicted how her painting and poetry and everything mingles because it is an expression of her soul. So when she was talking and just watching her, and suddenly she changed into a fluid nymph for me. She's flying over the world and watching the world, not like everybody else sees, but differently. And then she sometimes expresses in poetry, sometimes even in her talk, not even a monologue script, but just the talk, what she was saying, and sometimes painting. It was so beautiful, Anjana, that you somewhere connected to my soul. So I touched my soul.
Thank you.
I'll say when I heard her first poem, that time only she connected with me. Like I felt I'm connected with her so well, you know. When I heard her first poetry, है ना अंजना?
हाँ
So
बिल्कुल
nice.
मुझे याद है।
बिल्कुल.
हाँ, और
उसकी
अभी
पहली
अभी जब हम रीजॉइन करेंगे ना, तो तब मैं
Yeah.
एक और मोनोलॉग का पोर्शन बोलना चाहूंगी।
Sure, we would like to hear it.
में नहीं
Yeah.
तो कट जाएगा।
In fact, I got
Absolutely.
goosebumps when you said मैं कह